We suffer more in our imagination than in reality. This is a quote which I read a couple of years ago, which was from Seneca. It was like something to do with Stoicism. And the reason why I'm bringing it up in this video is because I wanted to deep dive into what this actually meant. We suffer more in our imagination than in reality. And when I thought to myself, I was like, yo, that's actually so true. When we look at what we actually fear, it's not something that we're inherently born with. Like, we're not just there one day and like, oh shit, I fear this, I fear that. All of those fears that you have are conditioned to you by society. And the reason why you have those fears is because people around you and society around you and the influences that you had when you were growing up have conditioned them into you. So the reason you fear certain things is not because you fear them internally. You've got to realize that the reason why you fear certain things is because you identify with the idea of fearing that thing. The fear is not like a thing that you have inherently that you're born with. It's just something that you've been taught. And now you feel so identified and attached to it that you don't want to move on from it because that's a part of your identity. That's a part of your ego. And if you kind of let it go, your ego thinks, oh, what am I going to identify myself as? And the reason I'm bringing up this topic of fear is because I'm in the hood, bro. You can hear the noise, bro. I'm in the hood, man. Get me out of the hood, please. And the reason I'm bringing up this topic of fear, this fear of like social rejection, of people rejecting you or not really vibing with you, the reason I'm bringing that topic up right now is because I want you to actually think about this with me, right? When you actually are in this world, most of the stuff that you do is you actually reject yourself before other people reject you. And that is actually crazy to me because I used to do the same thing. When I saw like an opportunity of something that I wanted to do, like a different video style, for example, and I told myself, oh no, I can't do that because for that you need this and that and that. I'm actually rejecting myself. And you are rejecting yourself by, let's say, for example, you see a person that you like, but instead of talking to them and getting to know them, you just tell yourself, oh, they're just too good for me. I'm just going to sit here and forget about them. Or you say to yourself, oh, there's something that I really want to do, but what are these people going to say about me? And I fear what they're going to say about me. And guess what? That's completely normal. But at the same time, you're using that fear as an excuse for not doing what you actually want to do. So you're actually rejecting yourself before you actually put yourself out there and see what people are going to say. Because guess what? Some people are going to like you, some people are going to love you, and some people are going to absolutely hate you. And that's just part of the game. Everyone here is not going to be your friend, but everyone here is not going to be your enemy either. You're going to find your people. When you put the voice, when you put the you out in this world, some people are going to like you, some people are going to hate you. And what you have to do is you just got to be okay with it. One of the ways that fear is planted in society, through what I've observed, is through comparing yourself with people around your age group. Now, it doesn't matter what age you are, your social media feed, whether you have social media or you just look at YouTube or you just people around you, there's going to be people that seem better than you, that maybe live a better lifestyle than you, or that simply have things that you are craving right now. And when you look at them, you think, oh, I can't achieve that. Look at what these guys achieved, or look at what this person's achieved. I can't achieve that. And instead of going to that for that thing, or instead of going for what you think is the right thing for you, you all of a sudden think, oh, this is not for me. This life is not for me. These people, they're cheating, or you're going to throw some excuses of why you can't do that or why they are faking it. And you're going to think to yourself, oh, I'm not even, you just shut it down. You just shut it down. Your mind just kind of shuts it down. Do you know what I mean? One of my biggest fears a couple of years ago, even sometimes now, is eating bad food. Because I want my food intake to be like perfect. Because I want that sort of mental efficiency and physical efficiency of where I'm able to perform at my best levels. So when there was like a birthday or like an event where people were eating what I called like junk food, I would be the type of person to be like a bit weird and like, oh, I don't eat that. Sorry, that just contains this type of oil and I don't like that. And instead of like eating it and celebrating someone's birthday or some events, I used to be like, no, thank you. I don't need that. And at that time, internally, I was like, oh, I'm doing the good thing because obviously I'm looking after myself. And then I remembered when I'm eating that thing, let's say I just eat like cake, for example, like chocolate cake, and I think it's bad for me. When I think it's bad for me and I eat that cake, I'm making it 10 times worse for myself. Like if I just had it like a normal person, oh, chocolate cake, I just eat it, it's done. I wouldn't have the same effect if I was thinking, oh, chocolate cake, this is bad for me. This has this chemical and this and this and this. And I eat it. And immediately my body is in this mode of like, oh, it's not good for you, why are you eating that? And I remember seeing something, right? There was like a research, correct me if I'm wrong, you can just Google it or like use ChatGPT to like just look for it, right? There was this research where they kept 2 smoothies and they just let people just drink one. And they told the people that this one had more sugar and this one had no sugar. They just gave it to the people to drink and test. And the people with the more sugar one, they had like a sugar uprise. And the people with like the no sugar one, they had like basically normal levels. After the experiment, it was revealed that both of them had no sugar, but because the people believed that this one would had sugar and it was bad for them or it was like sweet, the body reacted to it. So what you fear in your mind, your body is kind of amplifying that. When you fear something that might be bad for you and you eat that or you think about that, what you think of, it will make it 10 times worse for you. So let's look at the map of consciousness and look at what the next stage is. The next stage above fear is of desire. But how do you even tap into that desire? And when you look at your fear, instead of looking at it and being like, oh, push it down, acknowledge the fear, right? Instead of pushing it down, don't say, I'm not afraid of this. Just say, okay, yeah, I'm feeling a bit afraid of this. It's okay to admit it to yourself. You're not saying it to everyone. You're not saying it to me. You're not saying it to whoever you're with. You're just saying it to yourself. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm afraid of that. And instead of like looking at the bad things of that fear, you look at what do you want instead of that, right? Instead of looking at, oh, I'm afraid of this, there's going to be something that is the opposite of what you want. Because if you didn't want that opposite, there would be no fear in the first place. So look at what you want, and instead of directing the energy to your fear, you're going to direct the energy to what you want. And when you focus on what you want to be a bit more specific with what exactly it is that you want. Because you're watching this video for so long, be sure to drop a like and drop a subscribe, as it helps me a lot. But let's get into the secret hack which I want to share with you. When you look at your dream life and you visualize what your dream life looks like, I want you to create a file or like a folder and collect images from the internet or take pictures in real life of what you want your dream life to look like. Now, I take pictures of houses, I take pictures of like a football pitch, or I take pictures of just something that really resonates with me. And when I put that all in one file, I try to like look at those images when I need some sort of like direction of what I want to do. I just look at those images and that evokes like a sense of direction in me. And I know, okay, I'm doing this for this, I'm doing that for that. And instead of letting this fear take place in me, instead pushing it towards the desire of what I want. So instead of thinking about what I don't want, I focus my attention on what I do want. And when I create this sort of folder and I look at those images and I look at what I actually want, that creates a sense of calmness in me and I know what to focus on. And that helps me sort of guide my direction and guide my attention to the right place instead of towards the fear. Because when you fear something, you attract that fear towards you because you're vibrating at that frequency and you pull those sort of things at you, right? You know that. And when you instead focus that same attention on something that you desire, you pull that thing towards you. So I hope this video helped you clarify what fear is and how it can control you and how you can instead accept that fear and divert your attention and look for the things that are actually positive, right? So with that being said, if you learned something new from this video, if you enjoyed me yapping, be sure to drop a like and drop a subscribe as well. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.